to my camera collection. In today's video we're going to be comparing the Canon GL1 and the Canon GL2 to kind of see which one is better and which one would probably fit your filming needs a little bit better. The Canon GL1, it first came out in 1999. And the Canon GL2 came out in 2001. They both record to mini DV tapes. They both have a 3 sensor on them. They both have a 58mm lens thread diameter on it. So if you want to put like a fisheye on it, film skateboarding and stuff like that with either one of these, you can use a 58mm fisheye lens on it. They both have a 20x optical zoom with a 100x digital zoom. They both have stereo microphones along with hoods that you are able to take on and off, and it has a variable zoom ring or focus ring on both of them. Now, one thing that the Canon GL1 does not have that the Canon GL2 does have is a hot shoe. It only has a cold shoe, so you're only able to put like lights and external mics and stuff like that on it that have to plug into a different source. The Canon GL2, Canon made a microphone, they made a light, and they made, I think, an XLR output for it as well. So you're actually able to plug things into the Canon GL2 and the camera will actually power it, and you can get a better microphone and a light and all that kind of stuff. So that's a positive. You can actually run an external mic on both of these. They both plug into the side of the camera and you can use it that way. I do believe that they have to be a powered mic, a self-powered mic. Now, one thing that I do like about the Canon GL1 better than the Canon GL2 is the functionality of the buttons on the side of the camera. And what I mean by that is I like where they have all the buttons placed and everything on the side. They're easy to get to, and they're very easy to recognize, and they're a little bit bigger buttons than what is on the Canon GL2. The Canon GL2 has a couple more on it just because it is a little bit of a bigger camera. But one key thing that I think is a lot better, in my opinion, is the Canon GL1 actually has the image stabilization button on the bottom here. It's hard to see because it's worn off, but there was a little bit of a hand left there. If you're a skateboarder out there, or you like to film skateboarding or any kind of action sports and you want to run a Canon GL1, it's easy to turn the image stabilization on and off, because if you're running a fisheye, you don't want stabilization on, or else the image is really shaky. And so when you can turn it off real easy, it makes setting up for filming a lot faster. So you can take the fisheye off and then hurry and turn the image stabilization back on and you're ready to go. The problem with the Canon GL2 is you have to go into the menu and turn the image stabilization off that way. So it takes a lot longer to set up for filming for skateboarding if you want to do that, which is what a lot of these are known for nowadays. Another thing that I guess is a plus for the Canon GL2 is it has audio monitoring here on the side, a little screen right there. So you can actually monitor your audio from the side of the camera, and when you have the LCD screen flipped open, or if you're looking through the viewfinder, you can turn on the audio monitoring, and you'll see it down in the bottom right corner. And you'll be able to monitor your audio for whatever you're filming. If you want to get your audio real nice and right where you want it, you can adjust it and monitor it if you need to. The Canon GL1 does not have that feature, which I'm not a huge guru when it comes to audio myself. Now, one downfall on the Canon GL2, in my opinion, is so the camera is actually a lot longer than the Canon GL1. So I wish that they could have made a bigger screen for it. The screen is the exact same size as the Canon GL1. They are actually really small. It's a 2.5 inch LCD screen, which there's a lot of camcorders that are out there that have small screens like that. But since these are kind of the prosumer style cameras, I don't know, I just feel like the screen just feels really small on these. I understand the size of it on the Canon GL1, because it is smaller than the Canon GL2. I don't know, I just think they could have made the screen a little bit bigger, at least like a 3-inch size screen, or maybe even longer, so that it opens up a little farther. The screen quality, like the image quality, is pretty much the exact same. I don't really notice a difference between the two from filming. Another really nice manual setting that the Canon GL1 has that the Canon GL2 actually doesn't have is this little wheel right here that you can cycle through different aperture programs, I think they're called. So with that, you got to go into the menu as well on the Canon GL2. I guess the menu is a little bit bigger just because a lot of the functions you got to go into the menu and actually change, and I kind of hate that because it is a bigger camera, so they could have put more buttons on the outside or at least made the screen bigger. It does have a very small function like that. You have the quick auto, which is like the little green square, and then it has the letter P, which is program. I don't exactly know what the P stands for, so if you do know what the little P stands for, let me know in the comments. If you're out filming and you run out of tape on what you are filming, you can actually eject the tape faster, I think, on the Canon GL2 than you can on the Canon GL1. Because on the Canon GL1, it has, you open the compartment up, and then on top there is a little green button right there. And that's the eject button for the tape. So you actually have to push that to get the tape to come out. And with the Canon GL2, all you got to do is just open it, and it opens. If you're in a hurry and you need to hurry and switch a tape out and put it back in, the Canon GL2 wins in that sense on how fast it is to get to your tape. Comparing the size of these two, I've already said that the Canon GL2 is bigger than the Canon GL1. So if you are a person that has big hands, I definitely recommend getting the Canon GL2 over the Canon GL1, just because you have a little bit more play here in the handle, so you can kind of move around and adjust a little bit easier. The Canon GL1, on the other hand, is pretty tight, but it is nice because it is a smaller camera, so you can kind of maneuver it and point it and shoot it around a little more easily. Another odd thing with these two cameras is the Canon GL1 is actually heavier than the Canon GL2. Even though this is a bigger camera, taking both the batteries out, the Canon GL1 is actually way heavier, which is very surprising, to be honest. Since it's smaller, it'll pack into a backpack or a camera bag a lot easier than the Canon GL2. Which one would I recommend to you? That's kind of a hard one, honestly. I like them both for different reasons. I think that the video comes out of the GL2 a lot more sharp and crisp than the Canon GL1 does. It's got more of a, I guess, newer look to it. I don't know, if you want a more old school look to your video, you can definitely go with the Canon GL1. I guess you could kind of compare it more to like the Sony VX1000 kind of footage. Not exactly, but it's a little bit older looking like that. So if you want something that's a little bit more new looking, definitely check out the Canon GL2. If you are kind of a beginner into these kinds of cameras, or if you're not familiar with prosumer style cameras, or even just mini DV cameras in general, and you want to start filming skateboarding or action sports or something along the aspect of being retro, I recommend getting the Canon GL1 just because it does have more of a retro look to it, an old school look, and it's a little bit easier to maneuver and navigate than the Canon GL2, just because I think the GL2 is a little bit more advanced than the GL1. They both have FireWire outputs, so you can get the digital aspect of it, or if you want to go analog, you can transfer your footage through S-Video or through the AV cables. I recommend doing S-Video in my opinion. If you don't know how to digitize through FireWire, a price advantage goes to the Canon GL1 just because you can generally find these for about, I don't know, 150 to about 200 bucks. And I would say for a good working one, the Canon GL2 goes for about 200 to 300. So I hope that this was informative. Hopefully this helps you make a decision on whichever one that you want to actually get. So thank you all for watching. If this was informative or enjoyable in any way, or if you just wanted to see a comparison video of the GL1 and the GL2, make sure you like this video. Make sure you subscribe because we talk about retro, old school camcorders on a weekly basis. I did just start a Patreon, so if you want to support me in that way, I will leave a link in the description and you can go check that out if you want to. Still trying to figure out how it all works and all that, so if it's not up your alley, I totally understand. I'm trying to figure out how to run that page and all that, so bear with me on that. I do have this Canon GL2 for sale on my eBay store, so if you want to go check that out and snag it for yourself, that's where you can do so. I have some other camcorders and other stuff on there as well, so make sure you go take a look at that. Let me know what camera I should review next. You got any wacky, weird ones you want to see, or maybe one of your favorites? Let me know down in the comments on what camera you want to see me review next. So let's get to these clips and show you what the comparison video looks like, and we will see you in the next video. Enjoy.
Are you filming our dog?
Yeah, I'm filming you.
Where's Dad? Where's Dad? Where's Dad? Where's Dad? Jackson, where's Dad? Where's Dad?
You think I'm embarrassed of you?
I don't know, maybe.
Why would I be embarrassed of you?
Because I grew a peach fuzz on my chin.
Because you have a beard?
Like a beard?
No. What the fuck is that, bacon?
No, it's banana bread. It's like a...
Yeah.
Hey, hey, hey.
I want my good to work. No.
Jack, where's your ball? Where's your ball? Jackson, where's your ball? Where's your ball? Where is he? Where's your ball? Where's your ball at? Get in my way.